Good afternoon, travelers. You thought I was going to leave you hanging for Valentine's Day, but no, here I am. We're going to do a quick open reading. We will be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic. We will be clarifying with La Vida Sibilas, and we will also be using the playing cards, perhaps to delve a bit more, and then we'll wrap this reading up with the Romance Angel card. Before I get started, couple of things I want to say. The first thing is, E. Saldana, you sent me 2 payments for membership. What I did, I emailed you and I haven't heard anything back, so what I did was I extended your membership out for that second payment, okay? You can contact me and I'll give you the date of when that will expire, that second extension, you know, that extra month. That way you can mark your calendar for it. The second thing is, today and today only, I am offering a thanks for all the love special on a membership. Okay, so I've created a membership for you. It is a 3-month unlimited access membership. It is non-recurring, which means after the 3 months have ended, you will not be billed again. If you don't want to come back, you don't have to. If you choose to come back, you can upgrade or simply go month to month. That 3-month membership will grant you access to all of the articles. You get your 3 natal charts. You get access to the other video galleries there on the site. And you can sign up for the newsletter. And that's very important, the newsletter, because that's typically where I announce things and send out, you know, every Sunday. Sometimes not every Sunday, but I try to do it every Sunday. So you don't get spammed from me with a whole bunch of crap. Again, that special ends tonight at midnight. It is a 3-month unlimited access membership to the website. The amount is $15.76. I want to make sure that's correct. Let me just, oh hell, yeah, it is $15.76. You can pay either through PayPal or you can use Stripe, whatever floats your boat. That ends at midnight. So if you haven't done it by midnight, you're going to have to wait till next year or purchase another membership level. Now, if you think you'd like to join or even just sign up for the newsletter, you can simply click on this I here in the left right hand corner of the video, and it will take you directly over to the site. As well, my $45-minute special tarot reading special will be ending tomorrow at midnight. Okay, so those are the things I wanted to announce to you. One other thing I want to bring up. Some months ago, I don't remember what reading, but I also wrote an article about it, and I was telling you that one of the major economic stories or business stories, financial news stories that I was watching was Amazon opening up a second headquarters on the East Coast. That was underneath the Mercury and Sagittarius retrograde cycle. They just announced about an hour ago that that deal has fallen through. So I told you, and y'all heard it here first. So for those of you who be telling me that my astrology is bunk, it is not. Just cause you don't understand it, don't make it bunk. Okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead. Things have slowed down a bit for me, but they'll be picking up again. And speaking of which, we got another Mercury retrograde coming up in the month of March. Okay? And so already I'm starting to hear from some past old suitors that are coming up, but that might have been that Mars sextile Mercury that we had, I want to say, back on either the 7th of this month. There's been a lot of Martian energy. Mars is, for women, represents the kind of man that she's most attracted to. I have Leo on the 7th house. That's my house of partnerships. So I tend to attract a lot of fire sign men, or men who have those fire qualities. Okay, dramatic, bold, gregarious, outgoing, that kind of thing. So just be aware that, you know, some of those things some of those old suitors may be coming, you know, starting to lurk back around or pop up out of nowhere. This is a heads up on what's coming up in March. I don't know exactly where Mercury is going to be retrograding. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to be writing an article on that. So if you join, see, that's what you get. If you get 3 months, you get that article and learn all about it. So let's go ahead and lay this out. I'm making my daughter a special dinner for today, and kind of just hanging out here in my place. I still haven't selected a house yet. You know, the astrology is just not right. So I've kind of put that process on hold. I told the real estate agent, just hang on a minute. You know, the timing is just not right. And that's what my guides are telling me. So we'll see. You know, maybe after this Mercury retrograde, I ain't trying to sign no damn contracts and sign no loans and buy no property under a Mercury retrograde. I'm just not doing it. So here we go. 9 cards down. The 10 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles. The 3 of Wands. Well. The Strength card. And in this deck, it's the number 11, not an 8. Okay, it has changed places with the Justice card. Here we have the Queen of Cups. Now, for those of us who are in relationships, maybe this is the one day of the year where you really get to feel like the Queen of Cups. For those of us who are not in relationships, this is a day where not having one can be most poignant, and you can still be the Queen of Cups. Okay. Here we have a Queen of Swords. Well, now I have 2 queens. Now maybe this is same sex. Maybe it isn't. We're going to take a look at this a little bit further, but these are 2 completely different energies. Okay. Here's the 7 of Cups. So I have 2 sevens here. Here is the 2 of Swords. Well. And then the 3 of Cups. I have 2 3s and 2 sevens and 2 queens with 1 major arcana card. There is the hint of a third party in this situation. This 10 that fell at the very, very beginning of this spread is saying that for some of you, the energy within the relationship has changed. The things that are being done, or the way you are being appreciated or valued. And you know, this could be you in the same with your partner. All right. That is changing, but it is changing because there is the possibility of a third party here. We have a 4 of Wands. This says playing. Okay. Now, playing can be, if all is good within your relationship, this could be the energy of what you need to do. Okay. Maybe you need to liven it up a little bit. Maybe you need to, when you get home, don't bring work with you. Unplug and try to spend that time. Bring back that element of flirting and freshness. But this card can also be telling you that there may be the possibility that somebody's out there playing. Okay, this could be you yourself. Men ain't the only ones who cheat. So 4 Wands in effect is the marriage card and or shacking up card, but it represents a stable foundation. It sometimes talks about the family and the home card. Okay. Let you take a look at these cards. Here's the 10 of Pentacles. Here is the 7 of Pentacles. And there's a lot of pentacles here, to be honest with you. Here is the 2 of Wands. Why are they meeting outside? I don't know. Here is the Strength card. Now keep in mind, this is a number 11 in this deck. Some decks, it depends. Some decks, the Strength card is number 8 and Justice is number 10. And then there are other decks where they change places, okay? Here is the Queen of Cups. It looks like somebody maybe begging for forgiveness. I don't know. Here is the Queen of Swords, and you like hell to the no. Okay. Here is the Seven of Swords. I think that card says a lot. Here is the Two of Swords. And then here is the Three of Pentacles. Okay? To me, that the name of this card says abandon, but to me, I mean, it says passion, but to me it looks like abandon. Now, you know, this Three of Wands over here speaks to me about a new beginning on something. Twos say that there's a choice to be made. There's a decision. Maybe there's a standstill on something. Maybe we don't know what to do, so we got no information to give. We're not getting the information that we need. But definitely there's a choice. There's something that we may be mentally wrestling with or struggling with. Okay? Now, from this 10 of Pentacles to this 7 of Pentacles, that's 3 Pentacles. So there's this odd theme of 3. Now, 3s can typically mean that there is some kind of suspended events, okay? That something hasn't necessarily happened yet. It might be in the planning stages, okay? So there may be a time where things aren't moving forward, but it's about to. 3s can also speak to more than 3 people being in the situation. Can include, you know, more than 3. But we see these 2 queens here. 3s can be a small but pleasant surprise, but it can also speak to excessive flirting and cheating. Now, it is the number. We have the 2 3s. That's the meaning of the 2 3s. Let's take a look, if we can, here, to see if we can glean a bit more information. Just let me pull up the 3s. Two 3s. Where is it? Can speak to a small but pleasant surprise. Sometimes 3 3s can tell of unexpected good luck. I don't know. That kind of looked like good luck to me. Right? But let's take a look over here with these other 2 3s. One of you are craving more change and excitement. 3 3s, cheating, excessive flirting, and a lack of commitment. Now, that can go both ways. Now, I've got my 2 7s here. And let me tell you what the 2 7s. 2 7s can speak to the idea of self-confidence issues, maybe causing instability in the relationship. But 2 7s also speak to a warning of false friends. Now, sometimes, just in my experience, the way my guides have explained it to me, when that 4 of Wands comes out, that home card, and you got those 2 7s, this typically kind of means that there's somebody around you, your home, your neighbor. In other words, like a snake in the grass. So, let's see if we can come up with anything as these I just get, for some of you, I really do, things were really good between you and your partner, but something has changed. That's a 10. 10 is always a changing energy. It's the end of one thing and the start of something else. This card is called tiredness. And looking at this card here, it's like some of you are maybe having almost like you're trying to have to fight with the person to get them to make love to you or have sex with you or treat you like the fire, the passion has gone out. And in addition, while you're struggling with that, while you're doing that, you are also struggling with how that makes you feel, your self-confidence. Maybe you're trying to wrestle with you're trying to hold your emotions in check so that you don't, get in your car and drive and run somebody down. Remember that story about that doctor lady down there in Houston that drove over her damn husband with the Mercedes Benz? He went out in style. With her daughter in the car, no less. I believe the daughter was in the car. But this is kind of what it reads like to me. There's for others of you, this is the idea that the fire and the spark has gone out, but that there may be somebody new in the picture, and you haven't made the determination yet of whether or not you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. So let's see. We only have the one major arcana card, so let's take a look. We're just going to run through these. Maybe there's some extra messages here. These cards do have a different language from the regular Rider-Waite deck, but you can always, nothing about the 10 of Pentacles. You can always, whatever this period is of this kind of joy or pleasure or security within yourself and your surroundings, everything about your third dimensional existence, this is changing. Three of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Seven of Pentacles. Nothing about the Seven of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Now, with the Three of Wands, with the Strength card, it is a message of encouragement, as eventually you will benefit from all of your past efforts. Keep going, as you will reap better than expected rewards. That could be because you got to kick somebody to the curb. Maybe for you, the passion has gone out and you haven't made the determination that you're going to leave yet. Right? Can't look at these two queens. Definitely two people here. Seven of Swords. With this two gives me a Nine of Swords. So I don't know if you're worried about going through with it or you're worried if this is what's happening. Two sevens. False friends. That's it. Doesn't tell me anything else. The Two of Swords. Doesn't tell me anything there. So let's go to the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups. Doesn't tell me anything. There's something about this diagonal row. This is past, present, future, past, present, future. There's something about this particular row. I don't know what that is. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to pull cards first on this Ten of Pentacles. Because it is a changing energy. Now, you know that traditionally the Queen of Swords is the divorcee card. So we are perhaps looking at one woman who's divorced. She may be an air sign, or at least heavily influenced perhaps by, I don't know, I won't say heavily influenced. She would be either Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Superbia, Sospiri, and the Giovani Fanciulla. This to me is the Juno card. Juno is the wife. She has status, position. Okay. This could be the idea that it was a highly public kind of a marriage. There was social standing, there was wealth, there was money. It was a good life. At one point in time, the relationship was like this, kind of, you know, everything that you wanted. But here is the sospiri, the sighing, the longing, the waiting for your ship to come in. So perhaps for some of you, this is what you are waiting on. But for others of you, it's a changing energy. What has changed, this is no longer the same. It is a new female on the horizon. Now, I'm going to pull cards on this Seven of Swords. Traditionally, we know that the Seven of Swords is the card of perhaps deception, spying, mind games, trickery, deception. Definitely this idea that things are not appearing to be what we may think. From this Queen of Swords to the Seven gives me 8 swords standing in one place, feeling trapped in a situation. From the 7 to the 2 gives me 9 swords. But if I subtract that, it gives me 5. Again, there's 3 people normally in that card, and there's fighting and there's arguments happening. Okay? Cross communications. And from this Queen to this 2 gives me 3 swords. So there's some kind of loss or disappointment or upset here. You see it. Those of you who've been with me a while know that I don't read just what's here. It's sometimes what is not here that speaks louder than what is here. Okay? Pensiero. Vecchia Signora. It's an odd card to come out. And the Costanza. I'm going to pull more cards on that because I'm getting a couple of things from it. Okay? First thing is somebody is thinking about, like maybe their mom said to them, hey, I told you this shit wasn't going to work out. Okay? There's an unchanging nature in this. You were not a match. Alright? Or the situation has changed and you are no longer a match. But maybe for some of you, this could be either you rejecting a lover because maybe you're older, or the person rejects you because you're older. Okay? This is an odd card. We don't really know what her face is looking like, but we see he looked all dejected and turned down. I don't know if she's looking out the window, if she's staring at the flowers. I have no idea. but it's obvious that this male is not happy. As I say, this could be about you, somebody, a third party coming in for you. I think for many of you that is the case, because we see you looking at the photo of the person you used to be with. Okay? That's your man. I want to look at this Four of Wands. Allegrezza al cuore. There it is. Somebody has taken your man, be this same sex or heterosexual, whomever is going to take the role of the male. There's that third party. And playtime is over. Now, I want to look at this Three of Cups here. And I'm going to pull cards on this Seven of Swords over here. Regular cards. This is the energy that's hanging around. That happiness is taken away from you because somebody new is getting it. Ammalato. Desperate jealousy. And the tears. Now look. I don't necessarily see any information, any news or messages coming, but I think that some of you already know exactly if your partner has been pulling away from you, acting weird, making up excuses. You just know that something has changed. That is the reason why. This is a crappy reading for Valentine's Day. This could be the idea of trying to put on a brave face. That's what you're struggling with. Maybe you want to forgive the person. You're trying to put on a brave face. But just take a look at the difference between these two queens. There, she is fully engaged in the physical sense with this particular male. Here, it is a photograph. It is a painting. It implies some kind of disconnect. Okay? Whether you want to admit it or not. Now, let's I'm going to pull cards on this Seven of Swords here. Eight of Diamonds, Six of Diamonds, and the Seven of Hearts. Now, typically, diamonds represent some type of financial component, but basically, as I always tell you, it is the doing of or not. And there, you know, to be sure, there's still if this is a long-term relationship and or a marriage where you have had things built up, you have had a life together, if this person is about to leave or you are about to leave someone, there is most definitely a financial component here. Make no mistake about it. Okay. Hang on. Now, the Eight of Diamonds, it says a new job, change in a job situation or on the job. Generally, it says the young or the old may find love on a trip. Now, I don't see any trip here. I don't see any visit here. So maybe this could be the idea that it might be. Remember, we're talking about false friends. So that what that tells me is that it's somebody known to either that individual, known to you, or known by both of you. because the Six of Diamonds speaks to relationships, problems, arguments, and a separation based upon someone whose interest in you is unreliable and someone with fickle affections for you. But this card can also indicate love sickness. Here, look at that card. The passion, the abandon. But what do we have? The sick person. Somebody who can't stop thinking about it. Okay? And here is the tears, crying, worry, anxiety, and fear. Something has changed. If it hasn't, it will be changing. The article that I just wrote on Mars might help you through that in some way. Those of you who are website members, part 2 is going to be coming out, I think, Saturday. So be ready. Formulate one question for the angel answer cards. Well, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. But there are 3 people in that card. There are 3 people in that card. The romance angels are guiding you to create intimacy with your partner by revealing your true feelings, your dreams and desires, and the other innermost aspects of yourselves. You discover commonalities and learn new ways of relating. If you are presently in a relationship, this card is a message of healing through honest dialogue. This is particularly true if you've stuffed down feelings instead of discussing them with your partner. Perhaps sitting together with a counselor will give you the strength and support to admit them. Regardless, this card clearly guides you toward holding deep and honest discussions for the benefit of your love life. Maybe, okay, on the off chance, if nothing else, this will help you to get clear about what you want and not look at or try to place blame on other people, because the truth is, when relationships fail, it takes 2 people. Okay? Maybe you might get an opportunity to repair this, and then again, it may be unrepairable. Okay? I dare say for some of you this is true. But it will also say that through this, you're going to get to know yourself a bit better. Sometimes we have to go through the shit in order to see who we are. To have the strength to face our fears, wrestle those demons, and conquer them. That's what I have for you. I hope this message helped. Don't forget, the 1-day special only, 3 months, unlimited access, $15.76. I do hope to see you there. Until next time, namaste.